Hey pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA, Elite Total Body Care private label hair care company. So today you guys are in for a treat. My client here is getting a perfect platinum pixie. Now she's decided that she no longer wants her locks. So we will be cutting her locks off today and taking her to a very high lift platinum. And I want you guys to be able to see all the magic in this service. So keep watching. Of course, we started off by cutting off all of the locks on her head. I did ask her if she wanted to keep any of them. She said no. She did not want to keep them, so we did end up throwing them away. She does also have fine textured hair, and one thing that we were talking about during the appointment is what locks can sometimes do to the hair. While locks are beautiful, I love them, especially if they're nice and retwisted and you're super creative. But locks can also become very heavy on the actual strand. And remember, gravity works by pulling. So as the locks grow, as they get longer, they start to put more and more weight on single strands or smaller groups of hair. Now she's fine textured. So all this is really going to do is to start creating that look of thinning, that look of unhealthiness. And it also starts to create that look like she has some form of alopecia starting, where in some places she is thinning, especially on the hairline area, where she is thinning the most, which I think is also what motivated her to say that she was ready to just have a change and do something different. And she fell in love with the Perfect Platinum Pixie. So this client actually came to me all the way from Southern Florida, which is a couple hours. Well, actually, no, not Southern Florida. I'd say East Florida. No, West Florida. I'm sorry. Scratch that. She just came to me from somewhere in Florida. Okay, I just know it takes about 2 hours. Geographically, I can't map it right now. It is what it is. Anyhow, we are just going through, and the reason why I'm not just jumping in and just cutting everything off is because for this service, you do have to have at least a minimum of 1 inch of virgin hair. So I wanted to make sure that I did not hinder this process by just chopping away at her locks and acting as though I didn't need any of that new growth or virgin hair that she has growing out that is not color treated and that is not actually locked. So some areas I did still have a little bit of lock remaining on the end, and I basically just took my comb and just combed those areas out because I know I needed to utilize some of that hair. Now also, as you guys can tell on her hairline, it is slightly sparse where it was thinning. I don't know the reason why, you guys. I'm just assuming that it could be a part of genetics. It could also be a part of her having her locks. It could be anything, you guys. But that is neither here nor there. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough hair where I could manipulate at the end of the service to cover those areas and give her as much coverage as possible. And then, of course, I just wanted to make sure that she was super happy with her hair. So I didn't want to be heavy-handed when it came onto the cut. I had to think of the word. So once I got done combing her hair out, the hair is, let me explain the dynamic of the Perfect Platinum Pixie. This is a customized service where basically we are taking the client from virgin to straight platinum. That is the easiest way to explain it. So you're going from virgin hair, where virgin hair can either be brown, black, and we are taking you to the highest level on the color wheel and also getting the hair bone straight without a relaxer. No relaxer whatsoever, you guys. And we're doing extremely high lift color all in one sitting. Okay, so that is also why it's super important that you have or you meet the minimum requirements for this service. Hence the reason why I require a consultation in order to sit in my chair for me to give you a service of this type. So if you are interested in the Perfect Platinum Pixie, you will have to book a Perfect Platinum Pixie consultation first for us to discuss all of the requirements, for me to look at the pictures of your hair, all of that good stuff before I'm able to book your appointment or allowing you to book your appointment for this service. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just tapering her around the perimeter. I'm going to really conclude the cut after we have finished the service itself. Whereas some people will take it from here and they will just do the whole cut. The reason why I don't is because I know that I'm using a high lift lightener. And lightener is one of those things where it can get nice and warm on the head. And I don't want to create any form of aggravation anywhere on the head before I'm able to get my client to a platinum color. Okay, so lightener is not like relaxer. When lightener heats up, it can burn or it can become very warm, but it doesn't leave abrasions or open wounds on the scalp like a relaxer would. Now, has there been a situation where I've seen clients have third-degree burns from lightener? Yes. But at the same time, lightener is not going to be like relaxer, where it will literally create sores in the head. And when I say sores, meaning scabbing and all of these different things. I've never had that situation with a client, thank the Lord. But this is also something that can possibly happen. So I want to make sure that I am not putting any form of aggravation or causing any excessive aggravation to the scalp to ensure that this is not a problem when I'm doing my client's lightening service, because I do have to get them to a very, very high lift, which I'm taking them from a level 1 to a level 10. That is not easy to do. Okay, so this is actually the end result of our lightning service, in which, when I say end result, meaning the high lift or the bleaching, some of you would say, but for our professionals, our elite pros, we use the right terms. This is the end result of the lightning service. So what I like to do is tone the client as I go. Toning meaning to remove any negative pigments in the hair, such as hers, where when you're going platinum, typically you want the hair to be solid white. Whereas if you're going blonde, then you want the hair to be pale yellow. Right now, she is at blonde. Platinum is the highest level. So I wanted to get her to a platinum color. So how I do that is I use toning shampoo. So in this case, I'm using a violet toning shampoo. This helps to remove the yellow from the hair. So for my gray hair people, when you guys always hear me saying using a violet toning shampoo to get the yellow out of your hair, that is what this shampoo is designed for. It is designed to remove yellow pigment from blonde hair or white hair, okay? Now, there are different brands out there. You choose the brand that works for you. As you guys can tell, this hair is super white. Okay, but I'm still going to get it even whiter. So now I'm starting the process, or the second part of the process, for the Platinum Pixie. Now, I'm not going to really discuss the process, meaning the products that I'm using, a little too much. Just know I want you guys to watch the magic. Her hair is somewhat curly right now. If you guys see me combing through it, it has like a wave to it, some curl in some places. And then you guys are going to see the hair go bone straight. But I just want you guys to keep watching. And then I also saw a little bit more yellow, so I did apply a little bit more toning shampoo because I wanted this hair to be literally white, okay? This is the reason why the Perfect Platinum Pixie is such an amazing service, because most people cannot go bone straight and solid white in one sitting. And this was able to be achieved within a couple of hours, okay? So now I'm going to just basically allow her to sit with this, and then we'll rinse her out, which I didn't let her sit very long. That's another thing with violet toning shampoo. You do not let it stay on the head very long because it will tint the hair if you do. So that's a common mistake a lot of people make when it comes onto violet shampoos. You leave them on too long, and now all of a sudden you become a lavender head, meaning a purple head. I don't want the hair to be purple. I wanted the hair to be white, okay? All right. So now that I have rinsed out the toning shampoo and our solution in regards to starting the Platinum Pixie process, I want you guys to pay attention now and watch the magic happen, okay? Watch the hair go bone straight. She does have product on her hair, but watch the hair go bone straight in seconds. And I mean literally seconds. And she does not have a relaxer of any sort, okay? She only has the Perfect Platinum Pixie solution, as well as she has been high lift lightened. And if you guys notice, there's no hair in the comb. The comb is strand free. There's no hair on my fingers, but she is bone straight, you guys. This is why I love this service. I love the results of this service, okay? Like, people would not understand how magical this is when you're doing it to a client, because it's almost unbelievable. It is almost unbelievable. Anyhow, you guys, now that she is bone straight, we are now ready to go ahead and start with the shampoo and styling process, which I went ahead and rinsed out the solution. Okay. Once we rinse out the solution, we are going to lightly shampoo her. At this point, you are able to tone her again. Toning shampoo is something that she will keep at home because it's a requirement. Whenever you're a blonde, you will always have a form of toning shampoo at home because it's something where you're in the elements, and the elements can also change the hair color. Okay, so this is why I like to tone as I go, and that is how I was able to get that hair, that nice white color. I also added a little bit of our Moist Repair shampoo, which is a hydration shampoo to instill some moisture back into the hair. Remember, we did just do a process that can actually be very it can do a lot to the hair. Let me say it that way. So instilling that hydration, rehydrating the hair, giving the hair the moisture that it needs for this luxury service is highly recommended. So when she left today, she got all of the products that she needed for her at-home care and also instructions on her at-home care. Now, this service is one that when it's time for you to do your virgin hair again that has grown out, you have to actually wait until you have the minimum requirements again to do this service again. So we don't actually preserve the lightened hair and allow it to just continue out. Most people, because they love this service, they keep their hair usually at an inch in length, sometimes a little bit less. And this is just their go-to style. Okay, so this is their go-to. This is definitely a service I would recommend for anyone who loves that platinum look. I adore this service. Okay, I love doing this service, and I don't really get a chance to do it very often because most people don't know about it yet. But anyhow, I did use a little bit of the Moist Repair conditioner just to condition her hair. Also, guys, keep in mind that when you are dealing with the Perfect Platinum Pixie, the products that you shampoo and condition with are super important. This is not the hair to play with. This is definitely not a service that I would try to go out on a limb and do your own thing. Follow my directions, and that will keep you in the maximum amount of health and integrity that is absolutely possible. Because remember, you're not sitting in my chair every single day. Now that the service is completed, I want you guys to look at how white this hair is. And also, I want you guys to pay attention to the comb. You do not see strands of hair falling out into the comb. You don't see the hair looking super gummy. The hair has texture. The hair has life to it. But she's also bone straight and platinum. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up her cut just to make sure that everything is nice and even, or the style cut is exactly where it needs to be, and taking away any type of stray pieces. This is just really just detailing and just going through and, making sure that everybody is all in tune where they need to be for the success of the service, because she doesn't always have to wave her hair, which is what we're going to do today. You can actually wear this style nice and straight. You don't have to wave it. You can wear it just like a comb pixie, that kind of thing. She also got detailed instructions, like I said, at the end of the service of how to take care of her hair, what products to use, what products not to use, because this is a service that requires specific products with specific instructions because it is such a luxury service. So what I used to describe to her how luxury this service is, I said, this is a Bentley compared to a Toyota. We know that Bentleys require a lot of maintenance specific to Bentley. So we're not going to do the same maintenance that we'd be doing to a Toyota. Okay? This is the Bentley of hair color services. So definitely be mindful that if you're going to get this service, this is not the service to get and decide that you want to go and cover it up and get braids. This is not the service to get if you don't like to take care of your hair. This is not the service to get if you don't like to maintenance and follow directions and come in for your appointments at the right time. This is not the service for that. If you choose this service, this is a commitment, because guess what? Your hair depends on it. 100%. I can't say that any better than that. Okay. So once the cut is complete, that is when we will start the molding action. Now, like I said, you don't have to mold this to be waves all the time. The waves just give it even more oomph and just have people all in your face like OMG, 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 and OMG. Okay. But going forward, she also has to learn how to mold her hair because this service requires a shampoo and moisture and all that good stuff at least once every 7 days. This is not the service to allow your hair to be dehydrated. This is not it, you guys. Like, I'm very firm on it because I know what this service entails. And I would not offer this service to a person who doesn't like to take care of their hair. I would not offer this service to a person who's on a I don't really care about my hair, I just want this style kind of service. Okay. So what I'm using is our Elite Silk Wrap Foam to mold her hair. That's another thing. Tinted products you definitely want to stay away from. The Elite Silk Wrap Foam is white in color. So I would definitely not recommend using a tinted wrap foam like those reds and all. It can run the risk of changing the color of the hair. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the wave action here. Unfortunately, I was not, I thought I had my camera on record after she came out of the dryer, but I didn't. But the good thing is, really and truly, once her hair dried, all we did was spray her with a small amount of Clear Goddess Polish, which is our shine enhancer spray and heat protectant. And then she was out the door. So there was really nothing else that we did. The only thing is you didn't get to see the hair while it was dry without the wrap foam. So I'm sorry, you guys. But do enjoy this wave action right here because this is exactly how she walked out of the salon in regards to style. I didn't change the style. I didn't curl her. I didn't really do anything else to the hair. I left it in the nice wave because I know that she's new to this and I didn't want her to have anything that she had to do anything to when she left the salon, especially for her first style, okay? If you guys can tell, she was recording for herself on her Snapchat. She absolutely loved this style. She was super happy when she left. I was super happy. Every client in the salon commented and just gave her really good compliments on her hair. And I just love the fact that I was able to get her to platinum white. And that hair is fully intact and looks absolutely amazing. Okay, now with the waves, you guys, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Your waves don't have to connect. These are not finger waves. You just are using the comb to create or manipulate the hair to give it a wave style. But there is no right or wrong way to this. So you can do this at home. You can do this in a salon. I mean, it's always better when someone's standing over your head for a service of this nature. Now, also, guys, don't forget at the end of the video, there will be a coupon code for my first-time viewers that you are able to use to save 30% off. Thanks for watching.